Case number 2.2 is about come on, I don't expect you to open the book and read the case now. Just no, don't do that. You can close your book. There's no point in reading the case now if you have not read it at home. Well, chapter number 2 has some interesting cases. First case, if I recall correctly, is about real estate. My memory is very good. Case number 2 is about how to deal with customers who simply return back and want to misuse the whole system. Case number 3 is about dollar stores. Dollar stores. See, that's interesting. I don't know, somehow I think Raymond, Turner and Porter are fascinated by retail industry. In the first chapter, there was a case on Walmart versus Albertsons. Now, in this chapter, they have taken up the case of Walmart versus dollar stores. And they have made a point, an actual point, that dollar stores seems to invest very little in IT, but still seems to make more profit. It goes against our principles. Our standing principle here is, you invest more in IT, you will get more benefit. In fact, at the end of this chapter, if you recall, there is a whole list which Raymond, Turner and Porter make on why IT is important to society. I am not discussing that because that's judgmental. If I start discussing that, I will be arguing like anything. Because they say IT is helpful to fight crime in society. IT is useful because it gives better health benefits to the citizens. They go on giving hundreds of reasons on why IT should be used. They also list some good things. That IT helps people with disabilities. They give some good things also. They have listed all those things. I leave it to you to read. That's judgmental. But at the end they make a point which is much more important. IT has not left any functional business area untouched. We have made that point here. They reiterate that point. So, even if you are marketing guy, sales guy, HR guy, any guy, you should not say IT is not for me. That is, I think, a very valid point. IT is there today in all possible functional areas of business. Right? Well, the point which I was discussing is about dollar stores. If you look around, even in India, list of top 5 companies of India according to profits or whatever manner you want. Just do some background research to find out how much of their actual profit they invest back in IT. You will be for some surprise. Not all companies rely on IT in India. That is why India is a very, very virgin market even today for all the IT related applications. Why go far? Take our own college. Our college is consistently ranked among top 5 colleges in the state. We can be realistically very much proud about whatever we have done in terms of numbers. What is the penetration of IT here? Not much. Even a PU college in Bangalore, I know, have digital ID cards, smart cards for library access and stuff like that. We haven't bothered about that all. Has that been a retrogressive step for an institute like MSRIT? Has MSRIT's name, fame, status, standing, has it taken a beating because we have not invested in IT? Should be a good question to ponder over. Right? So whether a business organization, an educational institute requires IT, to what extent it requires, is a question you should be asking yourself time and again. Right? The dollar store example I feel is a must read for all of you. Because with numbers it gives you the examples. The chapter and story, the chapter and case is very interesting. It is regarding Kodak. Generally Kodak, we take Kodak as just another name. It can be any company which is in that business, film, photo film business. One of the areas which has taken a beating, thanks to IT, is film processing. The introduction of digital photography is a very huge thing. Everybody uses digital photography. In such a scenario, what should Kodak do? They have given what Kodak has done. Kodak responded to this scenario in 2-3 ways. One, they opened a website. They opened a website and said, you can upload your pictures here and store your pictures permanently without paying the fees. But if you want to exchange or take prints, you have to pay the fees. That model didn't work out for Snow. Because the moment Kodak started such a website, there were so many other players who also started such a website. Much more feasible options of loading your pictures there, somewhat it didn't work. The second option tried by Kodak was to come up with an industry standard between printers, PC makers and camera makers. A common standard so that it should be seamless. So just connect your digital camera to your device, take the photograph instantly. This also has not been so successful for Kodak. So in this scenario, how can IT help Kodak is a question posed by the author's course. It would have been better if you had read that case and come prepared. Okay. Well, you may take it as a take-home exercise or discuss if you are interested. So in a nutshell, we have covered the most basic ideas required in this particular course. In fact, if somebody is very keen in unit-wise learning and other things, let me tell you that unit 1 is over. If anybody has observed, the distribution of units here is very simple. What I have done is I have picked such a book which makes me simple to do all this. There are 10 chapters in the book. Chapter number 1 and 2 form unit 1. Chapter number 3 and chapter number 10 form unit 2. And then next 2 chapters form each unit. So we have completed unit number 1. We will be going into unit number 2 from the next class. And we just introduce you to what you can expect from next unit and how you should prepare for next classes. The next unit deals with basically with 2 questions. The first question is regarding the ethical issues emerging out of the use of information system as we have discussed. What are the ethical issues which will emerge? I know you will frown upon this idea because you already done one ethics course and IPR is going on. You may wonder that there may be a lot of duplications. Believe me, it is not. Because the whole focus here is completely different. So the focus on the ethical issues emerging from the use of information systems, specifically from the security front, is a focus. And the next major question we will be trying to answer is, okay, we said we want to develop all this, how to develop this information system? How to develop this? That is the focus of chapter number 10, which forms unit number 2. So 2 questions to answer. What are the ethical issues which will emerge out of this information system and how can we handle them? Second is, how to build these information systems? These two issues will cover in Unit 2. Unit 3 is all about data storage. Unit 4 is about e-commerce and m-commerce. Unit 5 is about information systems in particular. Okay, that's done. Get done.